If you're a millennial like me, or not at all, there is no villain creepier than Dr. Octopus. If you've seen 2004 Spider-Man 2, you must be able to recall the haunting nightmare of those metal tentacles. In today's list, we're talking about the funniest reactions of MCU fans to seeing this character return in Spider-Man No Way Home and everything about the new trailer. Starting with number 5, Spider-Man has been through a lot. 2021 marks another great year for Spider-Man to spin his webs, trapping all of us in it. I mean, who isn't a Spider-Man fan by now? But be aware, this is the last film where Tom Holland plays the role of your favorite character. Sony has lent Spider-Man to Marvel for 3 consecutive films. After this one, it's over. Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, has been a favorite in both comics, animation, and films for decades. Playing Peter Parker is every actor's dream. From 2002, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland have all had the honor of playing Spider-Man. But this character isn't all about jumping around saving the day. Peter has a tough life. He lives with his grandma because his parents and granddad have all died. They don't have much money. Peter likes a girl who likes someone else, or he never quite gets it right with her. He cannot share a secret with anyone, so he feels lonely and miserable at times. No superhero movie can exist without a whole bunch of bad guys to fight against. You must have seen some of the evilest characters in the Spider-Man franchise. Here are some of Spider-Man's toughest enemies. There's the mad scientist, Alistair Smythe, the new Goblin, aka Harry Osborn. Then there is the Lizard, Sandman, Shocker, Electro, Rhino, Venom, Green Goblin, Mysterio, Vulture, and Dr. Octopus. Are we going to see some of these characters again? You're about to find out. Number 4, the trailer to Spider-Man No Way Home. On August 23rd, 2021, the first trailer to No Way Home was released. Audiences were so impatient that it got leaked a day before it should. It's understandable because this MCU movie is the first highly anticipated film since Avengers Endgame. The trailer starts with Peter Parker begging Doctor Strange to change time so that he can still keep his identity hidden, which has been exposed. During this dangerous spell, Peter gets cold feet and his doubts change the whole spell, splitting open the multiverse through stupidity. That's not such a great idea, Spidey. I mean, I'm not complaining over here. You give us plenty to get happy about. The multiverse rips open time, revealing his worst enemies and nightmares. You first get a glimpse of the menacing Dr. Octopus. Actor Alfred Molina is back in action as the feared villain. Other characters returning are the Green Goblin, the Lizard, and the Sandman. The actors playing these characters have not yet been revealed. Sadly, the trailer is incomplete. However, there are scenes missing from it because of the early. It's actually really bad. It's recorded on a phone, so very little has been revealed for sure. But enough has been seen to send fans into a frenzy. You're one of them, aren't you? You must be dying to know what's gonna happen next. Number 3, what are Sony and Marvel Studios plotting? Fans are so desperate to know what happens in this movie. The trailers even leaked the day before it's supposed to. The multiverse is going to play a huge role in this new Spider-Man movie. The multiverse is a trend in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You've seen it in Doctor Strange, WandaVision, and Loki. It's all about Stage 4, which impacts time, space, and the reality continuum. This makes risks in the multiverse inevitable. It's an unstable place with countless possibilities. If you're lost, go and ask Doctor Strange. He always has the right answer for you. Let's not forget it's his fault because he's been messing with timeline in order to help out Peter Parker. Doctor Strange is probably the one that has to save the day again by the end of the movie. Messing with the multiverse is the beginning of introducing the biggest villain of all in the MCU, Kang the Conqueror. You think Thanos was bad. Wait till you meet this guy. But it's not gonna happen as quick as you think, and not in No Way Home. They've only just started to introduce us to the bad guy. A genius time traveler aims to conquer all the dimensions. Can't wait to meet this guy, can you? There are some Spider-Man nostalgic villains being reintroduced to you. Jamie Foxx is returning as Electro. It's great that all these characters that we know about for now are returning. There are plenty more that are going to surprise us, aren't there? Number 2, fan reactions. On the Spider-Man No Way Home's Twitter page, fans are going wild. Their reactions are hilarious. Fan number 1 says, "Our childhood is back. Seeing Dr. Octopus again is scary great. He's my favorite villain in Spider-Man." From fan number 2 shows a cringy meme from Spider-Man 3, and the entire fandom happily dancing because the trailer has been released. Fan number 3 has figured out the trailer's release date by pointing out in the calendar in WandaVision's first episode. Wanda and Vision stare at the calendar. There's a big heart drawn around August 23rd. Don't you just love how the MCU plays games with all of us? No wonder they have had many fans out there. Boy oh boy, is that fan correct. August 23rd marks the day that reveals the trailer to Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, I love WandaVision even more. How about you? Give your thoughts on WandaVision below. Fan number 4 shares a picture showing Black Widow in her signature pose and Yelena copying her. Then on the left is Spider-Man doing the same pose. The title of this meme reads, "Such a poser." If you've seen Black Widow, you would remember that funny scene where Yelena calls Natasha or Black Widow out for being such a poser. Well, Spider-Man has has joined the bandwagon as a poser. Fan number 5 is convinced that Matt Murdock is back as Daredevil. In the trailer, this fan has spotted a man in the newsroom with Peter Parker. Charlie Cox is believed to reprise the role of Daredevil. The style of clothing of the mystery man in the trailer looks an awful lot like Cox's. Could he be Parker's lawyer by any chance? Spider-Man meeting the vigilante hero Daredevil? Now that's a duo I'd like to see. How about you? Fan number 6 points out what it's like to mess with the timeline. He puts up a picture from the iconic movie Mean Girls. The girls invite him along to mess up timeline. He jumps in the car, joining Sylvie, Loki, and Wanda to recklessly unleash the multiverse. Fan number 7 believes that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are to return as their versions of Spider-Man. This is possible because of the multiverse, according to this fan. Doubt that Tobey can still pull off a 20-year-old Spidey. But hey, if you've seen what Marvel can do with age reversal effects, absolutely anything is possible. It would be great to see Tobey and Andrew again meeting Tom. What a trio. Don't know about you, but some of these fans seem a little too excited and their imagination's running away from them. But who knows? The MCU is massive and surprises us left, right, and center. Number 1. Kevin Feige's furious reaction. The producer of the MCU, Kevin Feige, is definitely not happy about the leaked trailer. Fans are going hysterical, trying to picture how angry this guy is right now. Check out this picture of Feige holding a gun, smiling. The title says, Kevin Feige looking at leakers right now. Another clip shows Tom Holland's face smiling, then quickly in his Spider-Man gear grabs his head in shock. Others believe that Feige is a little more than shocked. He's more than furious as he rips off his shirt like the Incredible Hulk. He then jumps around like a demented gorilla, breaking and smashing anything in sight. Now, I would pay to see that. What about you? Then there's another funny meme of Feige's reaction when he finds the Menace who has a trailer. Fans imagine Feige as Tobey Maguire during his evil period from Spider-Man 3. The old Spider-Man is staring without blinking, saying this, I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. William Dafoe playing the Green Goblin in 2002 is one of the best things I've ever seen. How about you? He's such a memorable and missed Marvel villain. That doesn't mean that he cannot have a say in what happens next in the Spider-World. This reaction is the funniest one on our list. Check out this meme of Kevin Feige's reaction. It's a clip of William Dafoe saying, what? You can't do this to me. You know how much I've sacrificed? This is what a fan imagines Kevin Feige's reaction would be to the leaked trailer. Hilarious, isn't it? Another Goblin clip shows Feige's reaction when he arrives at a person's house who has leaked the trailer. The grouchy publisher of the Daily Bugle, J. Jonah Jameson, is briefly shown behind his desk in newspapers. A random cigar coming from out of nowhere falls on the desk. Jameson looks perplexed. Suddenly, there's an explosion, and the Green Goblin is the culprit. These reactions are about the best things I've seen all year. Imagine the reactions after the movie. Finally, when is Spider-Man No Way Home coming out? This film is set to be released on December 17th, 2021. Only 3 more months to go. Get your Spider-Man suits out of the back of your wardrobes. Maybe you could dress up as Dr. Octopus on Halloween this year. You'll definitely make a statement and get plenty of treats. That's to say if the neighbors don't get you arrested instead for carrying deadly weapons on your back. That's it for today. Please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment.